How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Farming Simulator 19 Survival Series. So, it is early morning as usual, and we are up at the shop, which is not very usual. Normally we start out at the farm. So, the reason we are at the shop is, well, we're gonna buy something, because that's what you do at a shop, right? So, what I was thinking is we are gonna buy an automatic bale collector. So one of these. So I was thinking about manually loading the bales because we've got a bale trailer and we just bought a new bale loader, but that is going to be extremely time consuming. I mean, it's something that I enjoy. I like it. But there's two problems. The one is extremely time consuming. Very, very, very time consuming. Number two is it's very, very difficult to record because I'm going to have to do that in a time lapse. And because of lining up bales on each other and on trailers and things like that, there is a lot of camera movement involved. And that can make you feel quite sick while watching that in a time lapse. In fact, time lapse makes it even worse. It's bad enough watching it in real time. So, yeah, I decided against that. For your viewing pleasure, I decided I'm going to spend $56,000 to buy a second-hand bale collector. So this one is a 16 bale collector. There is one that's slightly cheaper. In fact, it's quite a bit cheaper. But it's only 14 bales. So I thought it's worth getting the bigger one for 2 extra bales. Anyway, so we're going to be buying that. Unfortunately, there's no customization on this. No color selection, no tire selection. Nothing like that, just used or new. So, yeah. We're going to buy used, because that saves us about 20 grand. Well, it saves us 14,000. And yeah, I think that is about it. So, there it is. We're going to pull it into the shop real quick and get it serviced. We'll wash it when we get to the farmyard. And we're going to spend another 40,000 rand today. Oh, rand. We're not in South Africa right now. So, dollars. For those of you who don't know, rand is my local currency, South African rand. So, yeah, we're not working with that. I haven't recorded in a while, so yeah, I'm a little bit out of the mindset of recording right now. But anyway, I'm glad to be back, at least just for now. If you don't really know what's going on and why content is a little bit slow at the moment, I put out a community post that sort of explains what's going on very briefly, but yeah. So just make sure to go and read that if you sort of want to know what's happening. So it's only going to be for a few weeks, hopefully, but yeah, where content is going to be a little bit slow is what I mean. And yeah, after that it should pick back up and we'll carry on as normal. Anyways, there's something that I wanted to talk about. A few things, actually. First is audio. So the mic, or my voice, might sound a little bit different today. So let me know what you guys prefer. What you are hearing now, or what you heard on the previous episode. Because I played around with my audio settings because my headset broke. So I had to buy a new headset, and I got a decent new headset. I mean, sort of entry. But suddenly, my videos sounded like I was sitting in a tin can. And I wasn't noticing that from other content creators. So, yeah, I never picked this up on my old headset because it was a... Well, I mean, it was a decent headset, but it was pretty old. So I don't know if it was just putting out the audio differently. I don't know much about audio things, so I don't really know what the deal was with that. But anyway, I sat down and spent quite a lot of hours trying to sort of figure out the audio and make everything sound a bit clearer and a bit better and not as muffled. That's the word I'm looking for. It sounded muffled, like I was really far away and sort of muffled, talking through a pillow or something. So, yeah, hopefully that sounds better. Let me know in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it if you do. Alright, we can actually just unfold and get going, because there's something else that I want to talk about as well, really briefly, and I just wanted to mention this. I mean, it's something that I thought about, maybe I should mention something for quite a while now, but I wasn't really sure if I should or shouldn't. So that is quality of the videos. So for those of you who don't know, YouTube has got two different sort of codecs. I think it's called codecs. Again, I don't know a lot about this, but I'll just sort of say what I do know. And if you upload a video to YouTube, you get a certain codec on the video. And apologies if it's not called a codec, but I think it is. And it is basically poor quality. So yeah, the quality is pretty bad. And then when a video gets a certain amount of views, no one seems to really know how many views, but when it gets pretty popular, then it sort of gets re-encoded and into a better quality, something closer to the original recording quality. So obviously my channel is not a big channel. In fact, it's a very small channel, and I don't get the advanced rendering on my videos. So the videos, especially with Farming Simulator, they just don't look great. And unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. I do record in a pretty high quality, as high as I possibly can. And to be honest, when I watch my videos back to make sure that there's no problems or anything after final rendering, I actually watch every single video from start to finish, every second of every video before I even think about uploading it, to make sure, sort of like a quality control thing, if you like. So yeah, and when I watch them, the quality is actually really, really good. But when I see it on YouTube afterwards, the quality is pretty damn bad, unfortunately. But yeah, like I say, that is unfortunately just a YouTube thing, and there's not much I can do about it. When the channel grows, hopefully someday, then yeah, I mean, it'll improve. YouTube will re-encode those videos and it'll just look a lot better. But until then, unfortunately, there's nothing more I can do. And Farming Simulator is just one of those games which is sort of notoriously very difficult to record quality-wise, because there's so much going on the screen that, yeah, things just don't really cope well with that amount of grass and trees and leaves and, yeah, all of that. Before I carry on, I don't really have a space to put these bales, so I thought I'm just going to put them here, where they're out of the way. We'll eventually build a shed for them, but I don't really want to spend the money right now. Okay, how do I stand this thing up? I think is that? Yep, seems like it. So yeah, I'm just going to put them here for now. And yes, we are going to keep these bales. We're not going to sell them. Right, how do I just do that? There we go. All right, beautiful. So yes, that is the one thing. And then another thing is, I have spent hours upon hours upon hours trying to get rid of micro stutters. And some of you might notice this, some of you might not. Sometimes I get pretty big stutters that I have talked about. Why is that not on? Oh, there we go. So sometimes I mention it when we get some big stutters while playing, well, No Man's Land. And yeah, I've spent many hours with graphical settings and just a whole bunch of different things, even going into my BIOS and running my CPU at 5 gigahertz constantly, and running my graphics card, which is a 2080 Ti, at max constantly, and even that didn't help. So eventually, after all of these hours, I figured out that it is actually, well, it seems to be a map problem. Because when I record the not the No Man's Land, the Welkers time-lapse series, I don't get any of those stutters. So it is only, or it seems to be only on No Man's Land. So yeah, Farming Simulator isn't the most sort of optimized game in the world. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great either. But it's not, it should be absolutely fine with the system that I've got. And it is. on other maps, but it seems to just be something around the farmyard especially that creates an issue. And I've actually thought about maybe it's a building or it's a piece of equipment or something, and I think I've touched on this briefly before, but no, I've actually created new saved games and deleted everything off the farm, so there's literally nothing. Even rocks or trees, get rid of all of them, and same issue. So it seems to be some sort of a map issue, because I don't get it on any other saved games that I play, like the Ballydawn map. I don't get it there. I don't recall getting any of that over there. And yeah, definitely not on the Welkers map. So yeah, it seems to unfortunately just be a no man's land thing, and hopefully it gets sorted out in the future, but I wouldn't really bet on it. Although, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't know much about these things, but yeah, just so you guys know about that, I do actually put in a lot of time and a lot of effort trying to resolve some of these issues, which might seem like minor issues, but to me it's quite a big deal. And same thing with the picture quality and everything. When I record it, it looks very, very good. I mean, it's very similar to what I see on the screen when I watch it back, but by the time it gets to YouTube, it looks pretty freaking horrible. And unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. I've tried just about everything. I run all of my settings and that, what is recommended by YouTube, and yeah, unfortunately it's just one of those things. So yeah, that is basically what I wanted to talk about. It's something that I don't really talk about, sort of technical things often, if at all, but yeah, I thought I'd just sort of share that with you guys. Right, I want to sort of line this up a little bit. That should be fine. There we go. Beautiful. Guaranteed those things aren't going to look that pretty within a day or two. So, yeah. Right, let's collect the last few bales on this field, and then we'll head over to the other field and collect all of the bales over there. We'll probably jump into a very, very quick time lapse. Hello? There we go. Yeah, we'll probably jump into a quick time lapse and get all of the bales collected and finished off, and then we will most likely spend our other bit of money, which is money that I don't really want to spend, but it's money that's going to make money. So important, very, very important. So yeah, anyway, let's jump into that time lapse, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Okay, that is bales collected, and that was a very, very easy job. I'm happy that I got the collector. Makes life definitely a lot easier. And yeah, it just makes things go a little bit quicker. Well, a lot quicker, in fact. One thing that I did forget, as you can possibly tell, is I forgot to take care of the animals this morning. So, yeah, my bad. Anyways, we're going to do that real quick. And probably won't be a bad idea to go and sell some of this stuff as well. Because we do have a lot of eggs. I'm not sure how much wool we've got. Let's go have a look. Hello, sheep. I don't think we've had any breeding from the sheep yet. We've got 2 containers. I don't know if that's really worth the drive. Maybe we should just take them out and just stick them over here. And possibly the eggs as well. Just stick them on the pickup truck. And wait till there's more. I mean, there's a lot, but I don't know if it's worth a drive. Yeah, probably not. And I think that's something I'll do off screen anyways. Right. So, this is our stack of bales. And to be honest, my eyes want to see straw bales. But the only thing I can see is stacks and stacks of money. So, yeah, there's a lot more bales than what I thought there's going to be. And there's no way our non-existent cows would eat through that in a year. So, what I mean by that is it's easy to make bales for the cows once we get them. But I also realized that the cows are going to be very, very expensive. A lot more expensive than what I thought they were going to be initially. So it might take a little bit longer for us to get cows. So what I'm saying is, I think we need to hook the John Deere up to this trailer over here, get the front loader on the Voltra, and put it to use because we bought it. And I think we need to go sell this because, well, because money. That's why. So yeah, I think that is what we are going to do. We can't just have it sit there in the weather because we don't even have a place to put them. We don't even have a proper shed for them. They'll probably fit in there. But, I mean, it's not exactly a sealed enclosure, is it? So, yeah, and we're not going to be using them for quite some time, I would guess. So, yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight back into a time lapse. I do apologize about all of the time lapses, but some of you do seem to enjoy it and some of you don't. And unfortunately, it's just one of those things. You can't really please everyone. And the thing is, time lapses just make very sort of slow jobs so much quicker, and it just progresses the series so much quicker. So yeah, I do try and keep them to a minimum, but it's not always possible. I try and do the tedious jobs in time lapses, and I'm sure you guys will understand. It's just one of those things that I sort of have to go with what I feel is best, and yeah, that's just one of those things. So we're going to jump into a quick time lapse. We're going to get the John Deere out. We're going to get the trailer out. We're going to get the Voltra back out with the new front loader that we bought for it. At least now we've got a use for it because it was bought to pick up all of the bales and we decided to, well, not do that. Yeah, and that could probably pay for a little bit of that bale trailer. I mean, we probably won't get near enough, like 50 grand. I think that's what it was, 50 grand, 52, somewhere around there. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to make that money, but we might make, I don't know, 15,000, which is still worth it because we need a bit of money because we're going to be spending some money. Oh, yes, we're also going to do something very interesting after that with this piece of land over here, which I haven't told you about, so stay tuned for that. Right, so let's get all of the equipment out, get that loaded up, and we'll see where we can go sell this for a good price, and I'll catch up with you guys when it's all loaded and sold and all of that good stuff. Alright, that is all of the bales sold, and man was that worth it. I mean, I was expecting $20,000 for the load. It turns out we got just under $15,000 per load. So all in all, $44,400. That is a small fortune for bales. So yeah, definitely very happy with that result. So yeah, that means we are back up to $141,000, and it very nearly paid for the bale collector. And the Voltra worked beautifully. I was able to lift 4 bales at a time, quite easily actually. And yeah, worked amazing, and the trailer was great as well. Very handy trailer that. We can get rid of the straps. Yeah, and the John Deere, I don't think it would be able to pull that amount of weight, but yeah, good job. John Deere is pretty damn tough, turns out. Anyways, so we are going to be spending a bit of money. I need to put that back after I put the weight back, because the trailer needs to go in here. I don't know, maybe we should find a different place to put that trailer. Maybe back there? I don't know. I don't really know where to put it. I don't have space for it. In fact, I don't have space for the bale collector either. So I just stuck it in there. I could probably put it in here and move all of this back to the old shed behind that shed. And that's probably not a horrible idea. I'm thinking maybe I could cut down some trees here and create more space for that other trailer. But with this here, it's still not going to fit, is it? I don't know. We might need to build some proper trailer sheds at some stage, which you can sort of drive through. Maybe behind these sheds. That would be kind of cool. But I don't want to get rid of the trees. Anyway, I don't know what I want to do with that. But what I do know is we're going to be spending a bit of money. In fact, we're going to be spending $40,000 and to basically make more money is what I'm saying. So we are going to be buying a small wind turbine. So we're not going to put it around the farm yard. Oh, it's 20,000. I thought that was 40,000. Okay, bonus. Right, so that's going to bring in $300 an hour. So it's not a huge amount compared to like the water and all of that. But I thought maybe we should put it somewhere up here. So it's sort of visible, but sort of not. Maybe angle it like that. And boom. There we go. A brand new wind turbine. So we'll probably not be able to see it from here. I do have my draw distance maxed out, but I think that's a bit on the far side. Oh, you can. You can see it. Right, there we go. You can barely see it. It almost looks like a tree, but right over there, I'm hovering straight over it. You can sort of see it rotating there. I don't think after the rendering and everything happens through my rendering software and then through YouTube, you might not be able to see that. But anyway, it is there, and that's going to bring in an extra $300 an hour, as I've said. But yeah, it's a bit of extra money, and I want to try and, again, I've said this before, I want to try and keep the passive income. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm trying to keep the passive income sort of to a minimum, but I also want it to be enough to be worth it. There we go. That's very nice. I like that. Sort of looking straight towards the farm. Nice. So we'll be able to sort of see it when we're around here. We might even change that back to grass. Let's spend a bit of money just to do that. There we go. I don't really like the concrete look over there. There we go. Beautiful. So, yeah, we'll sort of see it when we're driving around here. But, yeah, it's not the most beautiful thing in the world, so the wind turbine. So I don't want it, like, on the farm itself, like the farm yard. Although I really like the big wind turbines. While we were living in Ireland, we saw a lot of them. You don't really see them around where I'm living now. In fact, you don't see them at all. But in Ireland, they had them, and they're amazing. I love looking at them. They're so peaceful. Until the brakes stop working and they overspeed and they explode. I've seen those videos as well. But yeah, they're so peaceful. I really don't mind the look of them. I know a lot of people dislike it. They say it spoils the view. I think it kind of adds to the view. They're nice. I like them. Anyway, the small one, not so great. So, yeah, put it away from the farm. Right, the next thing we are going to do is we are going to be building a new entrance to the farm. So I want an entrance coming through here into here because our machinery is getting pretty big. And earlier as well, I was cutting through there to collect bales and things. And yeah, I think that kind of got me thinking that we need a proper new entrance. Because driving through here with equipment is also very difficult. And obviously the main yard over here, or the main entrance over here, is kind of narrow, especially coming through sort of here. But I really, really like this entrance to the farm. So I want to keep it. I want to keep it this way with the trees and everything. And just have a big entrance at the back there for, well, when we're going out with things like combines. And we don't want to disassemble the header and run a trailer and all of that good stuff. We can sort of just run it out of here, which would be, yeah, handy. Anyways, let's start looking at that. And I don't know if we should do this in real time. I mean, it's not going to be a lot of work, so we might as well. So I'm trying to find the right... There we go. The right color of ground. And maybe we should go... Bring it in here. Okay. Let's do this. So we're going to lay out a basic shape. And we might need to flatten some of this ground as well by the looks of it. Right. Like so. And then we'll bring it in like so. And then we can do something like that. Yeah, I mean, that works. Let's make this a little bit smaller. And we'll bring it around here. And around here. Beautiful. Okay. Well, that was easy. I mean, I didn't expect it to be difficult, but I didn't expect it to be that easy. Right, let's cut a bit of this corner off just to make it look a bit more natural. And we can sort of do the same thing over here. Cut that corner off. And I think over here, can add a bit of grass back in. Like so. Beautiful. And same thing over here. Like so. Righty. I think that's pretty much that. Oh, we can tidy this up a little bit. I just think this is going to be a lot more handy, especially for the bigger pieces of equipment. And a lot of our fields are actually closer to go around the back rather than the front. Okay, then we can put a bit more grass back in there. There's a tree. Beautiful. Okay, I like this. Maybe a bit more over here. Round it off a bit more. And go back to that. And do that. Something like so. Beautiful. Okay, I think that looks pretty nice. Right. I like that. And there was a piece up here that I wanted to get rid of. Over there. Nice. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Now that's an entrance. Very nice. Yeah, I like that. Oh, we might stick... Yeah, it's fine. Very, very nice. Oh, we might get rid of that bush, though. Anyways, yeah, that is our new entrance. Actually, I'm going to leave this bump here. I thought I might need to level it out, but it's not bad. Gives a bit of character, because there's a mound there. It's going to look weird if I flatten that out. And, oh, my bad. Yeah, I think it'll look absolutely fine like that. We might put some trees in here as well to cover it up a little bit. Sort of match it in with the forest over there. But that is probably something for another day. So what I need to do is get all of the equipment washed up and put away, and maybe find a new place for the trailer. But that is going to be it for today, guys. So yeah, I think that was pretty successful. We got some new equipment. Again, we've been doing that quite regularly. Collected the bales. We ended up selling the bales, which was a great choice, I think. And the animals are looked after. I'll get the wool pulled out and onto probably the small trailer over there. And the boxes of eggs onto the pickup truck so we can, yeah, sort of stockpile that. And yeah, we got a new road built, and we've got a new little wind turbine all the way back there, which we can't see right now. But yeah, I think that was a pretty successful day. But that is going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time.